Hi guys, so hopefully a little bit of an inspirational video today, and potentially not one that's geared towards people who are already in the finance space, who already know and realize the importance of multiple income streams. I'm hoping that this can maybe encourage some people who are still on the one income train, get them to essentially think up ways to get more income streams. And if you need ideas, I have plenty of videos which show you potential income streams that you can make, and so do many other YouTubers. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into the reasons that you need to have multiple income streams. Firstly, let me point out that millionaires on average have 7 sources of income. And most people dream of becoming millionaires. And if they don't dream of becoming millionaires, they dream of becoming richer and wealthier and having more money, because let's face it, no matter what we think, money does make the world go round, and having more money will make your life easier. Even if you don't aspire to be a millionaire, having 1 or 2 other income streams is really going to help your life. The one reason that I think is fairly obvious, but I think for some people, when I speak to them, it feels like the reality doesn't quite set in, is that if you lose one income stream, i.e. your main income stream, it's not as bad when you have other income streams. Even if your other income streams don't cover all of the amounts that your main income stream does. So for example, okay, you lose your job, but then you only make 25% from your other income streams. That is still 25% less that you have to worry about finding other jobs. And I've had first-hand experience of people losing jobs and then having to worry about finances and paying bills and things like that. Having multiple income streams just helps you deal with that a little bit better. And I'm sure you've all heard recently the story where the CEO fired like 700 employees out of nowhere over a Teams call or something. It's just insane. And you may think your job is safe, but in reality, you just never know. Now, my second reason for having multiple income streams is a very cynical one, but I think a lot of people might agree with me. I'm literally counting on not getting a state pension. I genuinely think that people in my generation can't really count on that. And if we get it, great, bonus, we'll have more money. But just with the way things are going, with the aging population, with the state of the finances in all of the countries around the world, and especially now after everything that's happened and how much money is going into that, I'm just not counting on it. And having multiple income streams allows me to invest money for my future. Having additional income streams to invest means you're not investing the money that you need, that you live off of. So not everyone is in a position to invest money from their main paychecks. Maybe they are living paycheck to paycheck, and that's a horrible place to be, and not be able to have that freedom to invest a bit and save a bit. Or, even if you are able to save a little bit, if you are in a position where you are pretty much almost living paycheck to paycheck, you don't really want to be investing money, because you shouldn't be investing money that you may need in the short term. So unless you have a pretty decent emergency fund, you shouldn't be investing that money. Whereas if you then have multiple income streams, you will be able to invest that money potentially guilt-free and just watch it grow, and maybe use it for partial retirement, for financial independence, or just let it grow until your actual retirement age, and have that safety net of what happens if you don't get the state pension. The third reason is freedom. Having the freedom to not have to stay in jobs you hate, and be able to move around and find other roles. And this links back to potentially, losing your job. So that's a little bit more unplanned. But the more you build up these additional income streams, the more you can put money aside. So have an FU fund, invest money and let it grow. And just know, okay, well, if I quit my job because I'm really unhappy there, I have that ability to go 2-3 months without a job whilst I look for another one. Having that peace of mind and not having that stress weighing you down of like, I have to stay in this job because how else am I going to pay the bills? It's just beautiful. That mental freedom is everything. The next reason that you need to have multiple income streams is to build generational wealth. Who doesn't want to build generational wealth? Maybe you're lucky and you already have that. Great. And the likelihood is if you have that, you're probably in a family that's used to having multiple income streams. And if you're not, isn't it something that you might want for your children and their children? So if you start now, even if you invest a little bit for your children's futures, that money with compound interest will grow so much for when they are adults. They will be thanking you, and hopefully you can use that to instill the same values into their lives and just teach them to keep that generational wealth going. I believe there are studies that show people who inherit companies and money and things, they will be great. But then by the time it goes to their kids, the likelihood is they will go broke and the company will go bust and things like that, because they don't appreciate what it took to get there. So you do need to work on those values as well. But it is extremely, extremely difficult to build that generational wealth on one income. So unless you're lucky enough to make like over 100 grand a year, the chances are that without having that second, third, fourth income stream, you won't be able to put aside a lot of money into investments. If you watch these types of videos and finance videos, you should know by now that investing money is pretty much the only way to grow real wealth. Savings accounts are not going to do it. And the last reason for me is to help you create the life that you want. So paying off debt, if you have any. Debt weighs down on you whether you realize it or not. Having it in the back of your mind, constantly thinking about it, having the additional income streams will help you pay it off. It'll help you spend money without as much guilt on things that you want. So do you want to travel? Great. Use all your side income for traveling. Do you want to have hobbies that cost money? Again, great. Use your side income. Paying off debt, like I said, whatever it is that you desire, having multiple income streams can genuinely help you create the life that you want to have. Okay, that's pretty much it from me. Short and sweet, but I really, really want to motivate people into getting multiple income streams. With prices and stuff going up now, everyone is panicking and thinking, okay, I can just about cover everything with my current income. Whereas if they had more income, they wouldn't be as worried. I'm waffling. When I get passionate, I waffle. So I'm going to shut up, and hopefully this inspires at least one other person to think about additional income streams. And if it does, then I've done my job and I will be very, very happy. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully, if you're not subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and have a great day. Bye.